and 2. We're going to go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup, hup, hup.
We to the man, Atlanta head cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Luck now on second down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. From the 50, it's Luck. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up fourth. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Moncrief. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Some strong running at the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Set. Green.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Lucky 56.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
Hurry! Right, 675.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They snap it to Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are in for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sean Robinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From his goal line here, Locke throwing the out route and complete. It's Kane. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, it's Locke. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too calm.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are in for 6. He adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now a carry from Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
No. Check. Patriot.
Check 31.
Watch it now, Barney.
They run with Breida. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. Out left to Shaheed. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run with Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
4 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a 1st down throw. Lock. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Love. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He leaves this one for Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Charles Tapper in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Locke on 3rd down. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Finding some room at midfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the 50, it's Locke. It's complete to Grant. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We're rolling
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again is Lott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. To the air again. Luck. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.